Hi, this is Richard Melendres. We're here in Bakersfield, California. We're doing a new segment. If you guys want to watch any of my videos, it's on Richard Melendres. If you want to give me a thumbs up or thumbs down, there's a segment on there that you can give me a thumbs up, thumbs down. Also, too, you can write me and ask me if I can do some projects for you guys. Do it yourself, because we do it ourselves. We're going to come inside here. We're going to do 2 rooms. We're going to paint these rooms today, and we're going to do 2 rooms, and they're going to be different colors. So if you guys want to come inside, we can show you how we're doing this and how we're going to complete it. If you guys want to come in with me. Okay, so now we're back in the room. This is the room here. This is the color. We got it's like a dark brown, like a light brown. We're going to be painting it. It's going to be painted the blue. What we're using here, we're using the Behr paint, the one coat only, and also too we're using this little edger here. The reason we're using this little edger is because they don't want paint on top. They want to leave it white. So when we paint these edges on the top, all you have to do is just we're gonna start up here real quick. If you see on here, there's two little rollers right here, one here and one there. What you're gonna do is you're gonna put these rollers against the paint that you don't want to paint. You're gonna push it up, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna slide it all the way across. Don't worry about the imperfections, because imperfections you'll be able to fix them. Then you just go all the way across. Then what you do with your same brush, what you're gonna do is you're gonna dab it, and you're just gonna go like this. You're just gonna bring it in. That way you can't see anything. That way when you're ready to paint, you'll have a little bit of brush on there. See, it's not too bad. It makes everything a lot easier. All it's going to do is just make a little pattern. It's going to be way easier to go this way. And then after we come back to the next segment after this, we're going to go ahead and show you how the room's going to be painted. So everything's going to come out really nice for our customers. And also too, this room's going to be all painted all the same color. The white's going to stay there. The white's going to stay on top. That way it gives it a little bit of color coat. We kind of want the room to be happy a little bit. So instead of looking too dark. Because dark colors make it look dark and light colors make it look happy. So we're going to go to the next room. We'll go ahead and show you what the next room is going to do. The next room is this one right here. It's the same color, the same dark color. What they want to do is they want to lighten it up with a dark baby blue. I call it dark baby blue, light baby blue. It's going to be like a sky blue. Right now they're painting the walls. This is the way it's going to look. This is the way it looks now. As soon as we come back, we're going to do the edges exactly like we did the other room. And we're going to come back to you, and then we're going to show you guys how it's going to look after we're finished. The eaves are going to stay and the windows are going to stay white. If I'm not mistaken, this is called eggshell white. Eggshell white is not a white, but it's like a little darker. We're going to go ahead and paint this up, and we're going to come right back to you guys for you guys can see how nice and beautiful the room's going to look for the little boy, and the room's going to look for the little girl. We're going to come right back to you guys as soon as we're done. Yeah, and then also too, if you're doing any edges inside your closets, because sometimes the closets are a little darker than the others, what you're going to do is you're going to grab your paintbrush. Your paintbrush is for your edges, like the corners. And what I mean by the corners is like this here. This is your corners here. And the reason you're going to do that is because you can't use the little edger that I showed you, the edger that we used out here on the top. And the reason we did the edges on the top is because those edges are to not get paint on the other color. This one right here doesn't really matter because you're going on the side of this, on this side here. All you have to do is just grab a little bit of paint, tap it a little bit, grab it like this, and all you have to do is just swivel it right in the middle. Do it first in the middle. The reason you want the middle is because that's what you want to get inside. You want to get the paint inside of it. Then you're going to grab some more. Then you're going to put it on this side. The reason you're doing that is for when you do the paintbrush, you're going to take a little bit more time to do all the edges, is because That's what it does. It takes a little time, but in the long run, it's worth it, because as you're painting, you're going to paint the whole room. And what's going to happen when you paint the whole room, as you're painting, you're going to do the edges afterwards. That's a waste of your time. So what you want to do is you want to stick with one plan, and the plan is do all the edges first, and then we start painting in the middles. And then by the time you finish, then you're finished completely, and then you can enjoy your time, go outside, and relaxing on one of your seats outside, and have a soda or whatever you do, whatever your compliance is to do, whatever you want to do. But this is what you got to do. You got to get this done first. It's going to take a little bit of time, and all you do is you're just going to keep on doing that over and over, and it's a repeat. You're going to repeat it over and over. You see how that's covering up real good? You're going to repeat this over and over, and it's going to look like this. As you're doing that, it's going to look just like this side. It's going to look covered up. You have no flaws, and that's what's going to happen. Then you're going to go ahead and finish up the rest. So as we're coming back to you to show you come back to you, we're going to go ahead and show you with almost a finished product, and then I'm going to show you how to roll it back into the middle. That way you can do it quicker, easier, and your plan will be done together. So anyone can do this. You don't need a professional painter. You don't need professional tools. All you need is just a lot of know-how and what to do, and I'm trying to show you guys how to do it yourselves. This is how easy it is to paint. You can do it yourself, and the reason I keep on saying do it yourself, don't be shy to put a lot of paint on your roller. Don't try to dry paint it, because when you dry paint it, it doesn't come out very good. So this is a textured wall. What's going to happen on this textured wall? You're gonna see some light colors and some dark colors. So what you want to do is you want to go like a sideways motion, and with a lot of paint on it, and use your paint to the fullest. But also too, you want to do everything right. You see how we painted the edges? We did all the edges and everything first. You see how easy it is for us just to do this instead of trying to get the edges and all that at the same time we're painting. And that way we don't get nothing on the top. But if you see, there's a lot of coverage, a lot of coverage here. What you're going to do is you're just going to go and try to cover as much coverage as you can. You're going to go sideways, you're going to go this way. And the reason is because sometimes if you turn this way, you're going to see the color that's underneath. You're going to see it on this side. And if you turn this way, you'll see the color of this side. So what you want to do is you want to cover yourself, and you want to be able to cover all bases, all your bases. So what you want to do is you want to either go at a motion, just like what you do on sanding. You're going to go sideways, and then what you're going to do is you're going to get a lot of coverage. And if you see me do it, I'll use a lot of paint, and I'm going to go ahead and show you real quick. Here it goes. This is how fast you can paint this wall. This is how nice and even it'll come out. All you have to do is just do this, and the wall comes out really nice. That's how your wall will come out. And the good thing is once it dries up up there, it'll turn the same color as you got on your edges. You won't mess up. And the good thing too, these are a lot of hard parts that people do. they get stuff on the top or they get stuff on the bottom. See how we did the edges? If you just do this now, look at how easy this is. If you just do the middles. That's all you're gonna do. See how easy that is? That tapped it up, you're done. You don't have to do it again. So that's the good thing. You see this corner here, we just done the edges. Now we're gonna do the middle. That's what the leftover paint we have from that on this brush. See? Now we're done. See, the good thing is that I didn't get nothing on top and nothing on here. So that's what you want to do. You didn't get nothing on the eaves, on the top of the roof, and you didn't get nothing on the trim. So that's what you're looking for. And we'll be back with you again to show you both rooms with their finish and how nice they look. Hi, this is Richard Melendres. You should know me from the video. Okay, we already finished up all the paint. We did all the edges. We did everything. It took about 2.5 hours to do one room. That's the prep. That's everything that we did. That's that we didn't even use no tape. We didn't use no paper. We just did it all freelance. We just freelanced the whole thing. Also too, down in the bottom, if you do the bottoms, sometimes you have to tape up the rug if you don't pull it out. But like this bottom here, the rug's gonna be pulled out. It doesn't matter if paint gets on it. But some houses they do. They don't want paint on the rug, so you're gonna have to prepare a little bit more. So it might even take you longer. It might even take you less. Like us, it took us less because we didn't have to do all that. But whatever project you're doing, don't be scared to do a project because it's not hard. It just takes a little bit of time and a little bit of hand. But your hand will hurt after a while because you're paint brushing. But you know what? After you're finished, you can turn around and look at your job and say, hey, I really like it. We did this one and the other one in 2.5 hours. But we're going to go to the next one. Okay, here, this is the other one. This is the other blue room that we were talking about. We had all the edges are done really, really nice. The closets are done really nice inside. It came out really good. We kind of matched it like the one inside here. Like I said, a project is not, it just takes time and precision. And the edge tool that I showed you earlier, the little red one, that works really well when you want to leave the on top and you want to make it down on the bottom a different color. Also too, when you're doing this, the reason we did this and we tried it like this is like I told the gentleman that wanted us to paint in here. If we paint this up here blue with blue, it's gonna really kill your room. It kills it. That's why I told him to leave this white, leave that white, because now if you look at it, it looks really nice because now you got white trims around the windows, and then you got a white ceiling. So that makes the whole room look a lot nicer and a lot bigger. Now, if you would have painted all the trims and all the top, then it would look ugly, it would look smaller, and it'll look like you're suffocating in there. So you make decisions. When you make your decisions, make sure you know how to color match your paint. And if you need any help, just go down to the bottom of my screen, and down the screen you can write a comment or whatever, and I can get back to you as soon as I can, and I can let you know what color schemes you can use. And remember this, whatever's underneath the bottom of that paint is going to make your paint either darker or lighter. So you got to think about that too. So there's a lot of ways you can do it, but like this scheme came out really nice because it's white and blue. And you guys have a nice day, and I know you guys can do it. And don't forget to clean all your paint brushes and all your stuff. Clean it over. That way you can save money, and you can reuse it on another project that you have coming. Okay, you have a nice day, and don't forget, Richard Melendres. Go down my screen.